Hi, I made this piece in March of this year, which I realized that I hadn't actually made any Third Life art before that, which is insane, so that needed to be changed. I have made Double Life fan art, but I don't think I actually made any Third Life art, so obviously that had to be changed. And this piece actually has quite a bit of lore, personal lore, I suppose. I started this sketch in Speedpaint, but I think it glitched out on me somehow, so I saved what I had and transported into Procreate. And this is actually the first piece that I finished in Procreate, because I had used Procreate a little bit before that, but not at all for a full piece. And obviously I did start the base sketch in another app, but I would still dub this as the first finished art that I ever did in Procreate still. And it turned out really good, I think. There are some parts of it that I probably would change now, and that I know that I wanted to change right when I finished it, but it has actually grown on me since then, since March, and I do really like this piece, honestly. The whole idea was sort of that I wanted to do this see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil thing, except I don't have here, but obviously see no evil comes with Green's whole watcher thing, and then I had speak no evil for Scar and his silver tongue and all that, whatever you want to say, but I thought it would be cool to tie in a little bit and sort of had this I don't want to say drama, it's not a very complicated drawing or anything like that, but it has sort of this, it still has a tension, and I wanted Green to sort of silence Scar because of their whole dynamic and stuff like that. I didn't really think about it all that hard, to be honest, but yeah, I just had fun with it. And this was also one of the first times, maybe the only time I have honestly drawn Green in a realistic style. So that was really hard. Scar I've drawn before in that sense, but I usually draw Green very stylized and very cartoony. So I struggled a bit because I had to change my design a whole lot, and I didn't have any Third Life specific designs for either of them really, but I wanted Green to be a little bit more, I don't know, personalized to his environment. Scar had a skin that I could base him off of, but I didn't just want to draw Green wearing his jumper. I wanted to do something a bit more fun, so I did struggle with that a little bit, but yeah, then I come in there with the purple glow, which, of course, and I really struggle with the background, but I decided that, and you'll see in a while, that I wanted to try and have them in a sandstorm, because I wanted this to sort of be how other people would see them, which is maybe not a good idea because I actually haven't watched anyone else's POV of Third Life still. I watched Green's when Third Life aired, and then I didn't really watch anyone else's since he was the victor and all that. I didn't have to really branch out in that one, and I don't think I ever did really. I definitely haven't finished anyone's POV, maybe Scar's, I don't know. I know that I didn't watch anyone else's right when it came out, at the very least, but yeah. But the idea was sort of to have them be a little bit intimidating, while still also have this, a hint of a little bit of an internal drama. You can sort of see that Scar is holding his hand, and I don't really know if this is supposed to be in he's putting his hand in front of his mouth or he's trying to take away his hand. I don't know if I had any thought of that when I made it, but I sure as hell don't remember it now anyway. But yeah, the way his hand is contorted is like a little bit of attention. I don't really know why I'm analyzing my piece specifically. I don't feel like that's maybe my job, but yeah, I don't remember why I did the things I did, if I'm honest, so my guess is as good as any, I think. But yeah, I did really struggle with Procreate and the brushes and stuff because I wasn't very used to that app. I had to try out a bunch of different things, and that's why things are flashing a lot sometimes. I also wanted to experiment with different textures in the line art, which is something that I do a lot actually when I do line art, which has been a while. I haven't done line art, I think, honestly, since this piece, because I just have not had the patience for it. Like, when I finish the sketch, I tend to go towards a more like painterly style to avoid having to like draw it all again, because I don't have the patience for it. But I do enjoy line art, honestly, and like thinking about how different fabrics have like a different density, they're differently heavy, and maybe like you can see Grian's punisher thing is like a little fussy almost, and I didn't go super hard with that here, but a little bit. And you know, the hair is thinner, like the lines of the hair is thinner, they're thinner, and the hat is a little bit thicker, and stuff like that. It's just a little bit of fun, but yeah. And I tried to map out my colors during my sketch, so I would have a better feel for them after line art, and I would have a better idea of what I was doing and what my plan was. I am very bad with like mapping out light and colors and stuff like that, but since this was I was doing this in a new app, I wanted to like feel like I had something that I could rely on and feel a little bit more comfortable and sure in myself, and confident, I suppose. So I did that here, and yeah, that really helped, I think. I struggled particularly with Grian's because, like I said, I had to pretty much make him a design on the spot. I didn't spend any time making him like a little character sheet or even like a concept sheet. But yeah, now we're past those hardships and on to the rendering. And rendering, guys, let me just sit down for a moment. I love rendering. It's so fun. I love line art, I love rendering. I don't like sketching. Sketching is really hard because I struggle with seeing things in my head, so I need a lot of references. But I also get really bored when I replicate things. So it's an evil spiral of things, of you know, and it's a really hard start to any art project, having to sketch it out beforehand. But that's like the part you can't really skip, at least I can't, because again, the reason why it's hard is because I need a foundation. But I do really like rendering. It's very fun once you get past that sketching part. And yeah, like I did with the inking, I did a little bit of texture for the rendering as well. And that you can see like the start of my lighting, sort of the sandstorm, because yeah, I wanted them to be dramatic and intimidating, and I wanted Grian's eye to eyes to light up, but I also erased like a little bit for Scar's mouth, so the finger there would also sort of be in the light. And I added some dust to really like sell that sandstorm vibe, and that's the finished piece, and some close-ups as well. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!